everybody, got SI joint pain? Well, I'm going to show you 3 simple exercises to relieve that pain. So the SI joint, or the sacroiliac joint, is basically where your spine comes into the pelvis. And so it's a flat joint, and a lot of times it can get irritated or out of alignment. So I'm just going to show you some quick, simple muscle energy techniques to really help kind of relieve that inflammation and pain, and sometimes if it's slightly out, to get that back into place. So you're just going to need a couple pieces of equipment, a belt or strap, something solid. If you can make a big loop like this, that will really help and make it super easy. And then a ball or a pillow, something to squeeze into. So if you don't have that with you, hit the pause button, go grab that, so we can just go right into the exercises. So the first one is just going to be a simple isometric exercise. Muscle energy techniques are really kind of isometric exercises where you're contracting the muscle, but you're not making a movement that's usually painful. With these muscle energy techniques, or those isometric exercises, using that contraction, a lot of times doing that squeeze and tightening of the muscle in one place and then relaxing it really helps relax it and ease that pain. And like I said, sometimes if it's a little bit out of alignment, contracting those muscles in one spot will help kind of move stuff back into place. So taking this loop and just wrapping it around just above your knees, around the thigh area. And so again, you can use a belt, you can use a dog leash or a rope, or again, kind of a stretching strap, but you want it to be something solid, not like a resistive band. So I'm just going to lie down, and so this first one is going to be a hip flexion and hip extension on the other side, kind of isometric movement. So I like the belt because then you can do it at the same time. You don't have to use your hands like I've sometimes shown in the past, and you can just let the belt do all the work. So I'm just going to kind of bring my legs up into this position, and so I'm going to push down with one side and up with the other. And we'll do both sides, so it doesn't really matter which one you start with. You might feel it more one way than the other. So I'm going to push down with my left side and pull up with my right side. So I'm just doing this motion. So you see, I'm not going anywhere, but I'm pushing down and I'm pulling up. So I'm getting the hip flexor on this side and the extensors on this side. Just hold it for 3 to 5 seconds, relax. Now we're going to switch sides, pulling up with my left now, pushing down with my right, that 3 to 5 seconds, holding it, and then relaxing. And then you're going to do that 3 times on each side. Now, it might be a little uncomfortable, especially if stuff is irritated back there, but it shouldn't be sharp pain or anything like that. Sometimes people might feel a little bit of a pop. That's okay. So you can stay in the same spot. Belt is still in the same place, just above the knees, around the thigh area. Now we're going to do an isometric hip abduction, AB, going out. So same thing, it's not going to be a really big movement, not really a movement at all because the belt is preventing you from doing it. Now I'm just pushing out into the belt with each side. So almost like I'm trying to open up like a butterfly movement, but the belt's preventing me from doing it. Again, holding that 3 to 5 seconds, relax, doing that 3 to 5 times. When you first start doing these, don't feel like you should push as hard as you can because it might be uncomfortable. Start off with maybe 40 to 50%, and then if those feel okay, then you can start pushing a little bit harder. So again, pushing out into the belt both ways, going this way, that 3 to 5 seconds, and then relaxing 3 to 5 times. And then you're just going to grab the belt, or the ball, excuse me, and now we're going to go in the other direction. So now we're going to do hip adduction, AD, squishing into the ball or the pillow. Now, I've found from personal experience, this one, if you end up getting a little bit of a pop, this is the one that makes it happen. As long as it's not painful, that's pretty normal. That's just things kind of shifting around, getting back into place, or some people say it's the fluid and movement inside the joint, whichever one you want it to be. So now this time, I'm squeezing into that ball. If you want to hold it, if you got pants on, sometimes it's a little slippery. And now I'm just squeezing in, holding it that 3 to 5 seconds. I can feel it on those adductors, the groin muscles. Relax, and then again, doing that 3 to 5 times. Nice squeeze, hold. I'm feeling it right in there, feeling it in that inner hip area, kind of where in the groin, and then also in that SI joint area, and then relax. So there you have it. Those were 3 simple exercises to relieve joint pain. If you'd like to help support my channel, click on the link up there. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking down there. And let us know how cute Remy's PJs are. Be safe, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.